Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So we have some breaking news coming out of Chicago. It's looking like the Bears are going to be keeping head coach Matt Eberflus in place, but firing offensive coordinator Luke Getsy. Now this is really interesting, specifically when we look at the New York Jets situation, because the joke with this Jets team is that we're the New York Packers, right? Aaron Rodgers, Billy Turner, Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb, Adrian Amos, Nathaniel Hackett. Like, the blueprint is clear. The Jets have tried, maybe currently are trying, to continue to get old Packers a part of this team for continuity purposes, for chemistry purposes, and we've even been linked to guys like Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones if he gets released, potentially A.J. Dillon as well. It's one thing to talk about players, though, right? It's another to talk about coaches. And the one thing about this Jets offense that we've taken away from 2023 is that it wasn't all that good, right? Literally horrible. Couldn't run, couldn't throw, couldn't protect. It's so many issues all over the place. It begs the question, why are we keeping everything status quo? We're not adding anybody to the staff. We're not getting rid of anybody, right? We're not making any changes anywhere. It just seems like everything is totally fine. And, I know for some Jets fans, it's pretty annoying. And I bet for some Jets players, they're probably looking at the situation like, okay, we're playing in the AFC, Baltimore's offense, Kansas City's offense, Buffalo's offense, Miami's offense, Joe Flacco and the Browns down to QB number 4. They are rolling as an 11-win football team. Houston, rookie CJ Stroud. All these teams seem to figure out the offense, so I think it's fair to ask the question, what are we doing and what's the plan here? But Luke Getsy, being a former Packer coach, he was the Packers quarterback coach in 2019 and then ended up getting promoted to passing game coordinator in 2020 and 2021. So he was a part of those, Rodgers MVPs in the, latter portion of Rodgers' Packer career, which I think is relevant here to talk about. And then he also has, background working with wide receivers. He ends up getting the OC job with Chicago and Matt Eberflus. Unfortunately, there was just so many problems, so many question marks with those Bears offenses over the past 2 seasons here, whether it was not having any sort of consistency, Justin Fields' development being a major, major question, a real big reliance on running the football. It kind of felt like the Bears, and again, not just singling out one game or 2 games or like a month, but just throughout the course of Getsy's Bears career, it just never really felt like the offense was on the same page. It kind of just seemed like the only way the offense was having success is if the players will it to success. But to be fair, it was his first time calling plays. It was his first time as an offensive coordinator, working with a young quarterback in Justin Fields. He is 39 years old too, so relatively speaking, pretty young across the landscape of the NFL. I think in a hypothetical situation where the Jets would bring him into the coaching room, we would be better off with him as opposed to not making any moves whatsoever, because at least it's another voice. At least it's somebody who's been, somebody who's worked with Rodgers and whatnot before in the past. And I don't think he would, crack the case or be the key to unlock, sending the Jets from a, bottom offense in football to all of a sudden we're a top 3 unit. But I also feel like if we keep everything the same, same coaches in the same positions, I just don't really understand how we're going to get that much better long term. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, go Jets.